All right. So another day, and as you guys know, that I have to follow the habits from my habit tracker. So here I will try to speak about a very recent incident that happened just now, few minutes ago, or maybe 1 hour ago at max. One of my mother's friends or one of my mother's acquaintances, I can say, came to my house, and they were having some conversation and everything, and I also joined them, and uh, she was basically talking about things. Basically, the main topic was like, you know she was considering things to be absolutely right. I mean, whatever she sees or feels, she thinks that that is the reality. She's not bothered about the actual reality. What she thinks and feels according to her is the ultimate truth. So and I'm someone who doesn't feel, who doesn't think like that. I'm someone, no matter what I see, no matter what I feel, I always try to give a second thought to it, because I know that I know very limited amount of things in this world, and whatever I feel or whatever I kind of uh, believe in might be wrong also. Believing is a bit different thing, but means what I'm saying is, things that I kind of feel that are right might be wrong as well. So I'm not someone who is pretty rigid with the things that he believes in. But absolutely same was the case with her. So a very funny thing that she mentioned was, that I was basically talking about this, what do you call it, this government related stuff basically, and the authorities and everything. I was saying that people are not bothered about right or wrong as much as they are bothered about how they feel when you say something. You might be saying the biggest truths of this world, you might be absolutely honest and absolutely truthful in saying and doing things, but if the authorities are not liking it, if the if the majority of the people are not liking it, irrespective of any logic or anything behind it, because you are ultimately saying the truth, and I think truth, there is no bigger logic than truth. So the authorities and most of the people are never going to like it, especially when it is harmful for them. Then all the morals and principles and everything go into vain. Nobody gives a shit. They can talk about some good things, some big things, and they might get attention from people, because ultimately most of the people are nothing but herd mentality. So the people might be like, oh, how great person he is, or how well he speaks, and he's very truthful, very honest, and very humble and grounded personality and stuff like that. Most of that is PR only, because ultimately, if you are genuinely truthful and you are ultimately exposing the real truths of the society, which at times are harmful for the authorities and society also, majorly authorities only. So you are never allowed to do that. Your life becomes quite risky, quite chaotic, and these authorities basically just don't want you to do that thing. Especially if you don't possess any power, they will definitely try to remove you from the from the place, from your life itself. They just want to take away your life. And if you hold some strong position in the society, but again, you're doing something that authorities don't like, so then firstly they always try to kind of bring you to their own side, and they try to manipulate you, they try to bribe you, they try to do whatnot. I mean, whatever in their capacity, because you are also you also come from a strong position. But if nothing works at all, then they definitely try to put everything of theirs, everything of what they have got, because the ultimate thing is that most of the uh, powerful people in this world are evil also. Most of the people I'm talking about, not everybody, but most of the people, they just want their benefit, they just want their goodness and their betterment. in every damn thing, irrespective of how you feel, right? So they don't give a damn. Even if you feel bad about that thing, they're just not bothered. They just want their goodness. So they just try to put every strength, every bit of strength, and every bit of resource of theirs just to pull you away from the picture, so that you don't become a threat for them. uh, I think I elaborated too much. The main thing was that yeah. So the funny thing that she mentioned was, she was basically talking about the rapes and all, the sexual assaults and rapes and stuff, rapes to be specific. So she mentioned that before BJP government there used to be no rapes. And again, this is not a political thing. I don't belong to any political party. I am not a bhakt of any political leader or any political party. For me, everybody is the same. uh, Same means what? Same means I'm not saying that they all are bad or something. For me, they are human beings. That's what I'm trying to say. For me, they are also just like me. They also have got a brain. They have also got a body and the senses and organs and everything. And we kind of think and feel in a pretty much similar way, right? So I'm not a bhakt. I'm not a follower of anybody. I try to criticize things, and criticizing is not a wrong act. Neither the meaning of criticize is wrong. It's not a bad word. Criticizing is basically kind of analyzing the things as it is, right? Just looking at things as they are and finding out the pros and the cons and the goods or the bads in that particular thing. If they exist, there might be things, there might be acts which are completely right. There might be things and acts which are completely wrong also. But sometimes there are combinations also. So basically looking at the thing and the person as they are, and not on the basis of being a follower or being a bhakt or something. Anybody who has got some okayish sort of brain, okayish sort of mind and intellect and logic, is not a follower, is not a follower of anybody, right? So yeah, again I elaborated too much. So the thing was that uh, yeah, she was saying that there used to be no rapes and everything. I mean, no rapes happened before BJP government in the center. It simply means that she was saying that before 2014, there were no rapes reported, or forget about being reported, no rapes happened in our country, in our society. And I was like, what? Is she mad or something, or is she lost somewhere, or has she lost her mind or something? That was the kind of thought that quickly struck my mind. And I simply asked her, so what you were saying is that no rapes happened right before 2014, is that what you're trying to say? And she was like, yes. So then I told her that no, you are highly mistaken. Definitely a lot of rapes have been happened, right? Even before the BJP government also. I'm not saying whether the quantity or the numbers of the rapes were more or lesser. I'm not saying that, and I don't have any data. But saying this thing that this particular crime has never happened before 2014, I think it was very childish. It was highly illogical. So that is the exact thing that I mentioned, of course, in this sophisticated and respectful way. Not like this. I didn't use this, this bullshit words, or you have lost your mind or something, or you are highly illogical. Not in that way. Of course, my conversation was pretty respectful. I don't know why the AC is not cooling. Okay, I think it might take some time. Okay. So the logic that she gave after me asking that question, she said, "But we didn't hear about those rapes or anything from anywhere in the news or anything. Although even that thing didn't happen, but even if I assume it to be correct, that okay, all right, no news channel or no newspaper talked about it, which again sounds quite illogical and quite funny. But all right, so giving her a benefit of doubt, I asked her, or basically I mentioned that if something is not reported, or if you didn't get to know about something, does that mean it didn't happen in the first place? Just because, let's say, I don't follow football, for an example, and let's say some football tournament or league or World Cup is going on, I'm not interested in football at all. I've never been interested in football. So some football match is going on or some World Cup is going on. Let's say it was a World Cup final, and some team won that World Cup. But I, because I don't have any interest, and I neither I got any news from anywhere, because I don't follow such pages. I don't read newspaper. I don't watch news on TV or anything. It's been years since I watched TV. And what I'm saying is, if someone is saying, oh, that team has won World Cup. This is the team that has won the World Cup for the very first time, and it has happened for the very first time. This team has created history or something like that, and I'm like, no, man, I didn't get to hear it. I didn't get to hear it. It didn't happen. It is quite childish. It is quite illogical. Just because I didn't hear about it, just because I didn't read about it, right? Does that mean that particular thing didn't happen in the world? That is the same kind of logic she gave to me. But of course, when I explained things to her, that it's not how things work. It is not necessary to know uh, what happened or what not happened. Even if we don't know something happened, even if we didn't get to know, or didn't get to read, or didn't get to hear anything that that particular thing happened or not happened, it doesn't fade away the fact that the thing didn't happen in the first place. It's already been 12 minutes in the video. I'm not going to talk much. I think you have got the idea. So basically, the conversation was a bit long, but this was the main challenge. So, when I saw her mind, or her way of thinking, or her way of interpreting things, I was like, man, uh, she seems to be childish, because that there was no logic, and even if it was a logic, according to her, it was quite childish. All right. But fortunately, I feel she understood in the end what I was trying to say, and she also realized that, yeah, if I didn't get to know about something, it doesn't mean that the thing didn't happen in the first place. All right, enough speaking. I think I'm done with speaking English now for this particular session. If you guys also want to practice English conversation, spoken English, with me, because I am also someone who also likes speaking English and having conversation with like-minded people, and who also want to practice and get better at this language. If you also want to do that, link is in the description. You guys can connect with me. I'm also someone who had zero experience of speaking English, to be very honest. But as soon as I realized, and as soon as I felt that my spoken English skills are nowhere to be seen, and I really have to get better, because English, if you can speak English, so definitely you get a bit more opportunities, sometimes way more opportunities, just because of the skill of this ability of speaking English language. And your pay scale increases, and so the society generally looks at you with bit more respect, and they start considering you bit more seriously. They start looking at you seriously, not you as a serious personality, but they start considering you seriously. You don't look like a joke to them, right? So yeah, I have worked on things without going too much into grammar or tensor and anything. Almost it was almost nowhere to be seen that I went into this grammar or tensor or anything, or this vocabulary building sort of thing. Just pure practice and stuff like that, which I will definitely share with you guys, if you guys want to have a conversation with me. Again, just to repeat, link is in the description and in the pinned comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.